We got an eviction here today.
What you mean?
Eviction set out. We're gonna set everything out.
Today?
Right this moment.
What?
You didn't get no paperwork
No.
or nothing.
It's already been through the court.
And we went through that. We handled
We
it
paid
already.
everything.
You paid everything.
January the 4th. We like this month.
Yeah, we contacted them and they knew we were gonna pay them on the 15th.
Okay, well you need to call because they scheduled it for today.
That's crazy. Call them,
Today's story is one a lot of people are afraid to talk about out loud. Section 8 was supposed to protect struggling families is now on life support. For years, everyone thought Section 8 was the safe zone, a guaranteed roof, a steady rent, a little bit of peace. If you've ever wondered why landlords are suddenly pulling out, why tenants are scared to open their mail, or why wait lists are turning into brick walls, this video is going to explain exactly what's happening and why it's hitting working Americans the hardest.
Do not rent with Invitation Homes. This is an eviction notice because I didn't pay a maintenance fee of $1,500 because they want to charge me for mulch. They want to charge me $1,118 for mulch. However, they keep adding on extra fees because I am in the process of disputing this fee. I took my cashier check with the exact dollar amount that is on this eviction notice. Mind you, it is the 7th. I have been trying to make a payment since the 1st, but the portal has been locked and it's not allowing me to pay my rent. Then they send me an eviction notice. I go and I take my exact dollar amount for the eviction notice with a cashier's check. I take it to the office. The local office from Invitation Homes, the managers there refused to take my payment. They refused to take my payment. And I have everything recorded. I have everything documented. I have all of the emails documented. I'm recording everything. And I will be taking these people to court.
Complexes have officially started the eviction process for a lot of people because of the government shutdown. And in case y'all don't understand just how deep it actually is, even if the workers were to start getting paid right now, today again, y'all do know that they still got to pay back pay for like at least this past month or month and a half that they haven't been able to pay their bills, let alone rent. So when you think about it, yes, understand just how bad it must be for people to expect that you will continue working without pay. But do you not understand what it's like to get paid eventually again and have to figure out all this stuff that you about to owe from when you couldn't pay? People are losing their vehicles that they already been robbing Peter to pay Paul to make payment on before the government shut down. Now they just gonna lose it all together and probably not even gonna have enough for a down payment to get another one because the credit gonna be shot because of the other things that they
This is the part people don't want to talk about. Everyone keeps saying, oh, they'll get paid eventually. Like back pay magically fixes the month and a half where folks had zero income and still had to keep the lights on, feed their kids, pay rent, pay their car note. People say, well, complexes shouldn't evict during a shutdown. Okay, but those complexes have mortgages too. People are out here losing vehicles they were already fighting to keep, and now with their credit destroyed, good luck getting approved for another one. Good luck getting an apartment and recovering in this economy. What do you think hits harder? The lost paycheck itself, or the long-term damage that follows? Credit, eviction, repossession? I'm curious how you see the real cost of these shutdowns.
So I told you my house is paid for, and you say, how is it paid for? How did I pay for it? Section 8. I don't think you know how Section 8 works. You cannot pay for a house on Section 8. They do not buy houses for you. You do not have a house. You cannot own a house if you're on Section 8. Those are other people's houses. How do I know this? Because 2 of my properties are on the Section 8 house listings. 2 houses that I own properties. 2 of my properties that I own. I went down there to the housing authority here in Memphis, Tennessee, and I added those properties to the Section 8 list. Meaning, people who get approved for Section 8 vouchers, they have a list of homes who accept those vouchers. 2 of my homes are on that property because I actually accept the vouchers. And then if they go out and look at the houses, because they get to pick their houses. I don't know how you think Section 8 work. Oh, here, you finna stay in this house. No, they get to go down there. They get to look at the list of properties that their voucher can cover, or if their voucher doesn't cover it, if their voucher is for $1,000 or $700. Some people on Section 8 don't even get their full rent paid sometimes, okay? So we're going to start there. Because one of my tenants, they only have a voucher for $450. The housing authority only gave her a $450 voucher. So that voucher comes to me, that money comes to me automatically every month, that $450, and she's responsible for paying the rest of her rent. And she does pay it on time, baby. Better than my other tenants that aren't on Section 8, okay?
My prideful 16-year-old daughter is trying to get my Section 8 and my food stamps taken away. I have 5 kids, okay? And although my 16-year-old isn't my oldest, my son is the oldest. He got the whole, he knew what he was supposed to do. He didn't work until he moved out of my house. I have been getting Section 8 forever. I have 5 baby daddies. I have 5 kids. And I don't want to work. I just don't want to work. So I do the minimum so that I can get my Section 8. I have a good, decent house for being on it. And it takes forever to get it. And the only rule in my house is that you can't get a job until you are 18 and out of my house. Well, my daughter is upset because she wants to get her own job and have her own money because she doesn't like that she wears Goodwill clothes and can't get her hair done and her nails done and can't buy prom dresses and this and that. And I laid it out to her. I said, girl, you're going to take the roof over all of our heads if you do that and you get a job. And now she just keeps going upon herself in applying for jobs anyways. If I have another income in, I'm also not going to get her almost $2,000 a month in food stamps. She needs to get it together. It's pissing me off. Am I a bad person if I kick her out? Because, honestly, she should be kicked out if she gets my housing taken away. That's the roof over my other kids' heads.
You've got a mom openly bragging that she doesn't want to work, has been on Section 8 forever, and is now trying to stop her own 16-year-old daughter from getting a job just to keep the benefits flowing. Anybody who grew up struggling knows Section 8 can be a lifeline. Nobody's mad at folks who genuinely need help. You're telling your daughter she can't work because her responsibility is keeping your benefits intact. You're telling her she has to stay broke, wear Goodwill clothes, skip prom, and keep her head down so you don't lose your rent assistance. That's not protecting your kids. That's holding them back. This is why the Section 8 debate is so heated right now. Not because people hate the poor, but because stories like this make working folks feel like they're getting squeezed, while others get rewarded for doing nothing.
Starting October 1st, it's about to be a lot of homeless, hungry, and pregnant people, because if you are a lifetime recipient of Section 8, any day now you should be getting a notice letting you know if you're not paying the full amount of rent, adios amigos. Section 8 has now become Section -8, and everything your Democratic ass believed in is now finito, finished. Done. And I don't feel bad for y'all, because a lot of y'all sit up there, get your hair done, get your nails done, go out to the club, shit on hardworking people that struggle with their day-to-day finances, and you never cared because you don't have those problems. You haven't had those problems for over a decade. We have now went from the United States to the divided states of the Republicans. Now, I've watched people say they not getting a job, how it's taxpayers' responsibility to take care of those children that they didn't make, which is crazy to me that y'all really believe this shit. But it's really the Democratic Party fault. Now, I'm not political at all. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. But what I do know is you should work hard for everything you have. You should earn anything that's in your household, including the roof over your head. But see, most people don't believe in this. They sat up there having baby after baby by nothing ass people. They don't actively go seek out employment. Oh yeah, and for food stamps, you gonna have to work 80 hours a month to receive any type of benefits, on top of not being able to buy junk food. So you know that's about to cause an uproar. Then let me put the icing on the cake. It is now illegal to be homeless. So even though you getting kicked out to the streets not welcoming you with open arms. So what you gonna do? It's all on you, volume 2 now. It is all on you, volume 2. Section 8 has now turned into Section -8, and food stamps have now turned into stamped for 9 food. Go get a job and make something of yourself, because now ain't the time to complain. It's the time to refine your lifestyle and redefine your choices. You've been a piss poor performing citizen for too long. I like to call this age the great reveal, because we will find out what you've been doing with your time all this time. I see you able-bodied and able-minded people in 30 to 60 days. No more bumming off the government and taxpayer dollars. It's time for you to do something.
For years, plenty of working people have watched others flex on social media, nails done, nights out, fresh hair, while paying $50 to $200 in rent on Section 8, and never worrying about bills the way the average taxpayer does. When you rip benefits away overnight, you don't just hurt the people who were gaming the system, you also crush the seniors, the disabled, the single moms, the folks who really can't work 80 hours just to feed their kids. But the speaker is right about one thing. This moment is the great reveal. We're about to find out real quick who was using the safety net as a trampoline and who was actually hanging onto it for survival. What have you seen in your city? People hustling to get ahead or people playing the system? Drop your experience below.
This is just me. Maybe I think too damn much. But with this government shutdown and everybody's focused on the EBT, which is a good thing, don't get me wrong. But why haven't I heard anyone talk about the fact that the government also funds housing, Section 8? And if they're not going to be paying out all these things, I'm talking about Head Start, school lunches, EBT for homes, everything. What about Section 8? And what happens if these landlords get letters stating that they're not going to get any money from the government? What do you think they're going to do? Let the people stay there and still pay the little percentage that they were paying? Or do you think they're going to want to move them out so they can start collecting their money? This shit is really starting to fall off for me. And when I say fall off, I mean it's making more and more sense every day what exactly is going on. None of this stuff is accidentally happening. Democrats, Republicans fighting against each other. Oh, they don't want to sign or they don't want to agree, this, that, and the other. I don't believe none of that shit. I don't. I believe they came to agreement years ago. And the only thing is, now they're executing exactly what that agreement was between them. People, if I told you before, I'm going to tell you again. We in some serious trouble. Because imagine all the people that go hungry and then are forced to leave their homes. What the is next for us?
Well, this is my first government shutdown. I've never needed or received any money from the government before, but all the Section 8 payments come through the government. Now, there's a lot of confusion right now on if you're going to get paid, if you're not going to get paid, and it's based on the individual housing authority, from my understanding. Because I know certain people who got emails from the housing authority that their funding was going to run out or that their funding was still good for another month. I didn't receive any emails. I won't even find out until the 15th anyway, because it goes to property management and then it comes to me. So I won't even know. And do I think that the shutdown will last until the 15th? No, I think it'll get solved first week of November. Because now that benefits are actually being cut and it's starting to affect people, you're going to see a lot more pressure, especially on the Democrats, to actually push some funding through.
Section 8 isn't one big national system. It's hundreds of local housing authorities. And each one has a different amount of money left in the tank. Some are saying, we're good for another month. Others are warning, we're out by Friday. And a lot of landlords, just like him, are stuck in the dark with zero communication, imagine. Depending on a check every month for your mortgage, maintenance, property taxes. And now you're just waiting for property management to maybe tell you something on the 15th. Are you personally dealing with late rent from Section 8 or delays from your housing authority? And if you're a landlord, did anyone even warn you? Drop your story below, I'm reading all of them. And that's going to wrap it up for today. If you've watched this far, chances are you're tired of the system failing both the workers and the families trying to get ahead. So hit subscribe, stay tuned, and check out the next video on screen.